Hello, you peeps. This is Edo here for another Let's Play of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Here with me is Nightshade.
Commence your cross-examination.
Oh, God. We last left off just getting into court, and we spoke with Gumshoe, and we've heard of it from Karma, and obviously he's trying to take control, but now we are cross-examining Lotta Hart.
What are you talking about? I already have control.
So let's do it. Alright, just after midnight, you said? In other words, it was no longer Christmas Eve, but Christmas Day. Huh? Yeah, well, I guess.
I know you want to find contradictions, but really?
I hope your next contradiction is a little more relevant to the trial. Witness, continue your testimony.
Why were you camping there anyway?
I'm a research student at my university. I was taking pictures to use in my research.
What research? This all sounds suspicious. Miss Hart, could you be more specific about your research?
What does the witness's motive is camping by the lake have to do with this case? The answer is nothing. I object to this line of questioning. Objection sustained.
Wait now, I'm the one who says that.
Well, then say it already.
Objection sustained.
There you go.
Thanks for nothing, Your Honor. So, you weren't looking at the lake at the time?
Nope. I looked after I heard that noise.
She said that already. I asked you to find contradictions, not leisurely chat.
Oh, that word actually I have a problem with. How do you say that word?
Leisurely, you said it right.
Oh.
Leisurely chat with the witness.
Ugh. Could you clearly see the two men?
Just look at the picture. Clear enough for you?
Uh-oh. Wait a second. I wasn't asking you about the photo. I was asking if you saw the two men.
Yeah, well, of course.
The witness has testified that she saw them. There's also a photo. You best look elsewhere for your precious contradictions.
He jumped in quick. He's hiding something. Were you watching the very moment the shot rang out?
Well, yeah, sure.
You're asking meaningless questions. Meaningless questions. Meaningless! Contradictions, Mr. Wright, not meaningless babble.
Von Karma, I think I hate you.
I hate myself too.
He's trying to keep me from talking to the witness. To what end? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, sure as a country gal can be.
That sounds pretty sure. How come you're so sure?
Well, heck, I scanned the whole lake.
Scanned the whole lake? It almost sounds like she was more interested in the lake than the boat. Miss Hart, you...
Mr. Wright, the witness has answered the question in full. No need for further questions. Objection sustained.
That's what I'm...
Sustained!
Yes, of course.
Oh, great.
Enough! I think we've heard all we need to hear, Mr. Wright. It seems you are unable to find a contradiction in the testimony worth noting.
But, Your Honor!
You keep your promise.
Mr. Wright, I am afraid that I will have to penalize any further outburst by holding you in contempt of court.
And if that happens, you'll have to leave the courtroom immediately. Understood?
Uh-huh.
Nick! Lotta's testimony is fishy, Nick. Real fishy.
I know what you mean, but I can't say anything. What can I do?
I believe we've covered the evidence sufficiently to make a decision.
Then, pass your judgment.
Very well. Mr. Miles Edward, please take the stand.
What? But,
Who was that?
It was me.
Maya!
Is something wrong? Do you need to use the facilities?
No, I do not. Lotta Hart, your testimony stinks. It's unclear whether you were actually looking at the lake. It's highly doubtful that you actually saw Mr. Edward. Tell us the truth. This is a matter of life or death. Lotta! Did you really clearly see Mr. Edward that night? Did you see him fire that pistol?
You will stand down. The court does not acknowledge the defense's outburst.
Answer me, Lotta. That's a big idea, treating me like some kind of criminal. I saw him. I swear it. I saw Edward.
Enough! Judge, declare the defense in contempt of court.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, but you were warned. Guard, escort Mr. Wright out of the courtroom. He's in contempt of court and must leave.
No!
Wait. I was the one who made the outburst, Your Honor. Nick is innocent.
Ha! What's the difference? All that remains is for the guilty verdict to be declared. Isn't that right, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Right.
No. That is not your name.
Wrong!
What?
Did you hear what Miss Hart just said? She said she clearly saw Mr. Edgeworth. That was not in the testimony. That changes her testimony, and I have right to cross-examine her again.
Order.
Where's my cheeseburger? You're in contempt of court. It's too late for wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lotta Hart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he's in contempt of court.
No, I am. If you're going to arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. By affair, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya. Well, so much for Mia.
Well, that's one voice less.
Pah, I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I do not tolerate badgering of my witnesses. Only I do that!
I'm running out of time. I better find a contradiction in here or else.
Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
Shoot.
That last statement. Cross-examination.
I saw it clear as day. The man on the boat was Mr. Edward.
Well, what about the other man?
You cannot expect to be allowed to blatantly ignore your promise, Mr. Wright. I believe you claimed there was a contradiction in the witness testimony. Well, find it. If you can.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Alright, here we go. That's it? Uh-oh, I don't know if I can find anything in that. What will Maya say? So, she says, I saw it clear as day, the man on the boat.
Yeah, we can't... We can't joke around with this one.
Okay.
So,
And it's just that line.
yeah.
Alright, so...
Also, just because I just remembered that Von Kammer's a dick, let's be safe and save.
Oh, How do I do that?
I think it's either plus or 1.
It's 2.
Oh, it's 2.
So save.
I forgot that there are traps like this.
It's okay.
In this case. That one was it. Which sucks, because that just went straight into your first instinct.
Nah, it's okay, because it's just a penalty.
Yeah.
Like, I have plenty.
Which is our first penalty since we started.
So it would be this, wouldn't it?
No.
No. Okay, because we're not thinking of the lake yet.
You want to contradict that she saw Edgeworth clearly, and there's only one way to do that.
Hold on, let me, how do I... It's A, right? Let me just check. It has to be the photo, because it was foggy.
Exactly.
She couldn't have seen it.
Exactly.
Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
But you got what?
Look at this photograph.
The photo I took?
The very same. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with professional high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
But
Mr. Wright has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in her testimony. Please!
Really?
Yes!
Like, yet now she has said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself!
Miss Hart,
what?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could, and I meant I could.
Then please testify to the circumstances of your sighting.
I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.
Witness testimony how Edgeworth was seen.
You're right. It was a cold night and the fog was thick as grits. So, once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out on the lake, I looked with my binoculars. See? No problem.
We don't have that as an item though, do we?
How's the binoculars more effective than a camera?
Yeah, that's true. I don't think it would. I don't know.
Anyway, that's not here or there.
Anyways,
You use binoculars? Very well. You may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright.
we don't even have the item. Like, shouldn't that be an item? Like a evidence?
Let's assume that she's actually telling the truth.
Yeah. But you know what I mean. Like, it's something that, like...
Sort of.
This one better be good.
Cross-examination. How Edgeworth was seen.
So... Are we okay to press?
Yeah. I mean, if we're not okay, we'll find out soon enough.
So, how could you see Edgeworth?
Now just hold the horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
Defense attorneys have troubles with that as it is.
Nobody loves me.
Yep. That sounds about...
I love you, Feeny. So,
Okay, so let's see. What else is there? Your camera?
yeah, it's got an automatic.
The issue we are concerned with here is Miss Art seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
Objection sustained.
He's not letting her answer any of my questions. Binoculars?
Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
Wouldn't you need a telescope, not binoculars for that? got doubts about your camera too. Is that really to take pictures of meteor showers?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
Bullcrap!
No talking in the peanut gallery.
You can't say that for certain.
Mr. Wright, is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
No, we have to press further.
Yeah, we have to press further for this.
Because this is make it or break it time. The camera is of utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. Wow, maybe I went a little overboard there.
Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya.
And just like that.
Miss Hart, what made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on the lake. It's not very suited to stargazing.
Yeah, well, see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight. Ha.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you badgering my witness because of her challenged intellect.
Now, wait a minute.
Continue your testimony. You were saying how it was that you saw Edgeworth. No unnecessary comments, please.
If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all?
What do you mean?
Even binoculars can't see through fog, but you say you clearly saw him.
I did, yeah.
Enough! There is no room for doubt in her testimony.
She sounded pretty doubtful to me. But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many von karmic objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do.
It will be.
So, Miss the stickers grits. So once I finished setting the camera, I got back into the car.
So, you basically had it right earlier, like way earlier before we got to court.
Was the wait, what? The camera?
Yeah.
Would it be right here?
Yeah, it's on that spot.
Okay. I figured.
Yeah.
Camera?
Yeah.
I hate it when I get too ahead of myself.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, it's always the same thing here. It's always the same thing.
You were
with this
photographing shooting stars. That's a lie.
Says who?
Says me, mother. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart.
Ooh! At my stars.
Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor.
Well, then what exactly was she photographing?
We can show evidence of that, don't we?
Oh yeah, Your Honor, take a look at this.
And just to remind you that you're going to get penalized if you it shows up.
It's the Gordy.
Yes.
Gordy!
Gordy power.
Take that!
Miss Hart, this is what you were trying to photograph.
What's this? A newspaper article? Gordy? Ah, the sighting of Gourd Lake.
Well, Miss Hart?
I've never heard no lake monster. You got proof or something? Let's see you prove that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this Gordy.
We have proof.
Yes, we do. I have it. Proof.
Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. Here is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy the lake monster.
It would be the camera again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just...
But do you know why it's the camera?
Yeah, because the way she set it up.
Yes.
The proof, Miss Hart, is your own camera. Ah!
Why did the judge answered for Phoenix?
Your Oh, I don't know. Did it sound like that?
It sounded like the judge.
Oh, sorry. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Thus, this photograph here was taken when a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gordy. According to this article, Gordy made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises.
Where the hell are we going with this?
Order, order. I see. I too thought it was a little strange.
Yeah, sure. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you? Ooh, music went silent.
Yeah, not bad. Are y'all lawyers that smart? So smart, boy, I was down there trying to photograph Gordy. You got me. So what?
Huh?
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Exactly. What you just used several
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, it's exactly as I read. That was weird.
What you just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than that the witness is an idiot who thinks monsters exist.
Hey!
But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true! You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason. I know it. But what could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this.
Miss Hart, why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the court? Please revise your testimony.
Right, fine, I'll testify. It won't change nothing, though.
Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to stop it.
Spot.
Or spot it. I know. I don't know why I said stop. That was rude. Alright, here we go.
Witness testimony.
There we go.
Should we keep going, or?
Yeah, we're going.
Alright.
Actually, I'm not a research student at the university.
Oh my god. What gave it away, my dear? What gave it away?
I'm an investigative photographer.
The worst kind.
Imagine what a skip it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping out by the lake. But that's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the men's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at the boat the whole time. Crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
To fry? Wow.
Wait. Can we review the evidence? Cause either I'm wrong or I'm confused.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Oh,
The witness testimony is unchanged from before.
you! This guy's annoying.
Whether she is a research student or or a photographer has no bearing on this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
Thank you. I claim the defense's right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Hon Karma said there's something. I know it. He doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction?
Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind.
Huh. That will be a first.
Haha. Very funny.
You understand that this is your last chance at the cross-examination, Mr. Wright. If there is no problem with testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time. Mr. Wright, understood?
Yes, Your Honor. Fudge. Is this the one where I can't...
I don't know. You might as well save again.
We're gonna save really quick. Hold a sec.
I mean, to be quite honest, I think they will be showing how many strikes you got left. It was a... Oh, it actually does.
No, it always does, though. See, that's
Oh.
the thing. So... try and see what happens. Then what manner of person are you?
I'm not sure I'm highfalutin enough to be called a man or anything.
Okay, we're safe.
An investigative photographer?
Yep. And get your photo and sell it to the press is that kind of business. Hey, I was taking pictures at my sister's graduation last year. And guess what?
What?
There was a youth.
Really?
A UFO, yeah.
UFO.
UFO.
There was a UFO just hanging in the sky.
A UFO?
You know, an unidentified flying object, a UFO. That's what I had sort of a revelation. I knew I should become an investigative photographer.
I knew I should have taken the other
I
witness.
see. Kind of a shaky basis for a career. Is Gordy really all that newsworthy?
Heck yeah! They even had him up on TV.
I'm not sure that appearing on local news, Rumor of the Month show qualifies. Last month's show was Bigfoot sighted on Acorn Hill, if I believe.
Hey! They also had a picture of him in the newspaper for real.
Mr. Wright, this is one fight I do not believe you can win. Let's keep moving, shall we?
Yes, Your Honor. That's why you put the automatic sensor on your camera?
Yep, borrowed it from a friend at the university. It analyzes every sound it picks up, and when it gets a bang,
It snaps a shot.
yep,
So how many pictures has it taken so far?
the only time the camera triggered was that night.
Wait,
No, there's more.
I think it's time for you to tell us why you left. Wait, hold on. I got confused about something.
What?
I just want to think about it for a sec.
I mean, voice
alright.
concerns.
No, it's okay. I think I know what's going on. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Hey, could word got out what I was up to, the lake be swarming with competitors.
Competitors?
Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Ah. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually,
I was wondering when I was about to say something. Mr. Wright, I'll not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma. I know you told her to keep quiet. Exactly what sort of sound was it?
well, I've never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It was a lot sharper sound than I would have expected.
There wasn't much else to look at?
Yep,
I don't know. If she heard a bang and she thought Gordy was out there, kinda doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
but what did I do now? What you give me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Witness, continue.
Hold your hush puppies, Pops. I'm getting there.
Oh, you're going to pay for that.
Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at the time?
Huh? Wait, so you're thinking maybe he was shot from the other place? I don't think so, no. The lake was smooth as glass and nobody was on the shore neither.
I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. I won't be able to beat Von Karma any other way. There has to be something. Alright, so now we're back. I'm gonna try it. Let's see what happens. We're not sure, but let's do it.
Yep.
Oh, that sounded like a good thing because it was silent.
Ugh.
Miss Hart, were you really looking at that boat?
What's with you? Of course I was looking at it. I was the only thing out there. A normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
That's sick burn, bro.
That burn.
What? Y'all wanna step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You wouldn't give the boat a second thought.
Order. Continue, Mr. Wright.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch the boat. You needed them to search for Gordy. That's what you were doing. Well,
Well, now that y'all mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart, are you saying that you are not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really. I thought, I could be a witness to a murder and all. I kind of got excited. I was sure I was watching the boat till now.
She'll have to take the other witness.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey, you got photograph. You got proof.
Still, we can't see who's shooting and who in this.
Right. That's why I took this photo.
Witness, that's enough. You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
Shut my what?
what was she going to say?
Hold on.
She took the photo.
Yeah, I know, but
What?
careful on what you choose, because I think there's a trap right there, and if you pick the wrong one, it's an
Okay.
instant game over.
Wait a second. I had a photograph to prove it.
Oh, yeah, sorry. She even had a photograph to prove it.
But you really can't tell from the photo who's shooting.
That's why she had. That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said he'll drop the quality of might, but here she'll let us see who's who, or something.
She enlarged that photo. Why won't Von Karma let her show it? I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong, though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do?
Do it. Make her show the enlargement.
Yep, we have to. Why also didn't... Miss Hart, look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist.
What y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in court in the first place, you old fool.
Like, seriously, how does he not get a freaking like, I get the penalty for showing one of them, but he doesn't get a penalty or something, or doesn't get contempt in court because he's... The anger in me right now of, like, how this is not how it should be.
I think this was approached at one point, but we're not here or there.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma?
Miss Hart, show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, Mr. Wright?
There has to be something. I know what it is!
You asked for the enlargement. You got the enlargement. It's pretty large, don't you think? And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination...
Is over. Obviously. I mean, come on.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Miss Lotta Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence and a decisive witness. Although I did not bring the correct one. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Then I believe it is time for me to declare my verdict.
Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo, somewhere. This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Is it object? Or show evidence?
Yeah, show other evidence. Cause you said you know what it is, right?
It's the gun.
Then go for it.
Wait! Your Honor, this evidence.
I believe we have spent enough time talking about evidence.
Indeed. We've heard opinions on every piece of evidence, but this enlargement. I see no point in retracting our steps.
What? This is bad, real bad. Wait, no.
Object to the enlargement, then.
I guess it was object. Your Honor, there is something decidedly strange with this enlargement.
What might that be?
I wasn't sure if I had to say evidence. That's why I was so confused by that.
Same.
Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange?
Okay, here goes nothing. I'll show you, the judge, what's strange about this photo. And, I have to actually pinpoint it?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what, right?
It's
Yeah.
his hand.
Yeah.
Well, would it be right here? Or would
Yes,
it be...
right there. No, on the hand. Straight on the hand.
Here, Your Honor.
The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange?
Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor.
The hand?
That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does... Oh, I'm sorry.
This man's left hand does what?
Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence that left hand contradicts.
Now
Would
we
be-
show it.
Would it be the pistol?
Yep.
Yeah. The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edward's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah!
Now that everyone in the courtroom has quieted down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Why we got a black screen on that?
I don't know.
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night. But the defendant could have shot the victim.
Well, we want to go through that road, I guess.
We had to say the victim themselves?
Well, that's what Edgeworks said, that they couldn't think of
Yeah.
anything else.
You couldn't think of anything else. There's only one explanation remaining. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself.
Order, order! So, you are saying that the victim committed suicide?
Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation.
Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, you're not.
But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wounds revealed the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
A meter? That's 3 feet.
Didn't you heard me in the first
that
place?
Then he wouldn't have been shot in the boat then. Right?
No, we can assume the boat is at
With
least
that-
3 feet.
There is no way it could have been suicide. I say so.
Order, order! Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course. I had already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Autopsy report updated. Great.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the print on the gun revealed that the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day. The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood.
Yes, Your Honor.
That is all. The court is adjourned.
Oh my gosh. Son of a gun.
I knew I should have taken the other witness.
Alright.
December 26, 1:15 p.m. Oh, that took us 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Yep.
District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
That sounds actually believable. Whew, that was a close one. Hey, don't you have anything to say?
No, I have yet to be declared innocent, right?
Well, yeah, but what happened out there on that lake anyway? If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I did not kill him.
I was just kidding around. Look, I'm going to go check on Maya.
Oh, right.
What?
Tell her something for me.
What?
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll be happy to hear you say that, Edward. Jerk. I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony. I thought it might give me some ammunition for the trial tomorrow. Of course, she didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard. Okay. To be continued.
We went through this.
We did.
Someone actually went through this.
Yes.
And nobody died.
Oh boy, oh boy. And in the next episode, we continue. Now going back to investigating.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be honest with you, this is where it's starting to get really foggy on my part, so expect us to take a little bit some time, but we have to prove that he's innocent, and we have to figure out why and what situation's going on.
I'll quite honest, I think I'm still good to go on what's going on. But once we hit case 5, it's when it's really going to be.
Yeah, it just gets like, and I'll admit, I knew this last case was gonna be like the hardest one to remember for me because it's just been so dang long, and it's like it's gonna be long. So this was Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, with me and Nightshade.
I never got my cheeseburger.
And with that, we are out of here.